Hello students, it is Miss Tao again. This is the third video that I've posted so far on Teams. As most of you already know, every single thing that I will be doing for the remainder of the school year will all be on Teams. So if you are wondering, what am I supposed to be doing? All my other classmates are doing their work. I don't know what to do. Well, come on to Teams because that's the thing that we've been using all year long, okay? So in this video today, I have some really important information to share with you. Make sure you pay close attention. If there is anything you don't understand, you want to rewind the video and rewatch it again. Okay, so let's get started with the first and most important thing, my virtual office hours and class meetings. So if you don't know what class meetings are, basically it just means that we are going to meet online. And if you don't know where we are going to be meeting, we are going to be meeting on Teams. Just like I said, everything will be done on Teams, okay? So my virtual office hours, Mondays. So every Monday, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. I will be online. When I say online, I don't mean for 3 hours I will be showing my face. No, on Mondays I will not show my face at all. From 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. I will make my best effort to respond to any of your emails, respond to any of your texts, and any message that you might send me on Microsoft Teams, okay? So I have here my email, linda.tao1@fresnounified.org. So if you have any questions, email me. Here's my Google Voice number. Some of you have already been texting me. Don't call, please, because I will not pick up. Just text me. The Google Voice number, again, it's right here, 559-898-0255. Oh, gosh. Okay, that's a mistake. Let's see if I can fix that. 2584. Ooh, sorry guys. Let me go ahead and fix that for you. Ooh. Okay, let's go back to. There you go. So, there you go. My Google Voice number is 898-2584. So, I promise you that I will respond, whether it is email or Google Voice number, in between those hours, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. I will also try to make an effort to respond to your emails and your texts throughout the week as much as I can, but you will mostly hear from me on Monday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Some students have been sending me messages on Microsoft Teams, the chat, so you could also do that as well. The next thing is my next office hour is on Friday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So on Fridays, every Friday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., I will be having class meetings. So I will be sending every single one of you a link. So you will see it on your email or even in our Teams, a link that will send you to our class meeting where you will see my face. So our first class meeting will be this Friday. I will log off if no one logs in during the first 15 minutes. So I'm not going to just sit in front of my computer for 1 hour waiting for students, right? During the first 15 minutes, if nobody logs on to ask any questions or anything, I will log off. But when I say log off, I mean I'm going to close the class meetings, but I will still be online during that 1 hour to see if you have any questions, okay? So the next very important thing, Monday and Friday. So besides my office hours, Mondays and Fridays are dedicated for students who would like to retake their post-assessment. So if you guys remember, we took a post-assessment before we started building our aquaponics and writing our essays. So if you would like to retake your Unit 3 post-assessment, which was 60% of your grade, that's a large portion of your grade. If you didn't do well in your post-assessment and you would like to retake that, you need to email me to let me know that you want to retake your test. You can email me or text me, right, with the email and the Google at the top of this slide. Email me or text me, and you need to set up an appointment. So for example, you would say, hey, Ms. Tao, I want to retake my Unit 3 post-assessment. Can I take that this Friday? And if that's something that you would like to do, I'm going to put you down for this Friday. And you just give me a time. Say, Ms. Tao, I want to take my test at 3 p.m. I don't know. I'm going to put you down for taking your test at 3 p.m. this Friday. The reason why I want you to make appointments, it's because your tests can only be taken if I log on the computer with you. And the reason why I do this is to ensure that your environment is, an environment that is friendly for testing. And if you have any questions, I am online and I'm ready to answer with you. So what happens when you retake your test during your appointment, you and I both log onto the computer. You'll see my face, I'll see your face, and I will also see your screen, okay? I'm going to also see your screen, and you are going, so that way I can see you taking your tests, and I can see what you're doing on the screen. This is to avoid any kind of additional resource that you will pull up to help you on your test. And I would like for you guys to take this test just like how we take it in class, to be fair for you, for me, and your other classmates, okay? So moving on to the next thing, I've already talked about that. The assessment can only be taken during your appointment. During your assessment, I will be meeting with you on Teams to ensure a suitable environment for testing and to answer any questions, okay? The next thing, so quarter 4 grades. Students have been asking me, what can I do for my grades fourth quarter? And then some students are asking, can I make up assignments for third quarter? If you don't already know this, you guys, there are no grades for fourth quarter. No teachers are going to give you grades for fourth quarter. There are no grades, okay? Instead, every week, you will notice that I will be posting assignments on Microsoft Teams. And some of you have been coming onto Teams and doing your assignments. So good job for you. Log onto your Microsoft Teams weekly to complete assignments. Keep in mind that each of the assignments are only extra credit points. So for some of you, you really need these extra credit points. So for example, I have some students who haven't turned in their warm-ups all year long. If you come online and you complete these simple tasks, I will give you the extra credit points by plugging it into your missing assignments, okay? And slowly but surely your grade will come up a little bit. I'm not going to guarantee you an A, but if you want to get out of that F zone, it is going to help you, okay? And then my students who are already coming on, my students who already have A's in the class, you'll continue to see your A going up also, okay? So it's not just going to stay at an A 100%. You will see that it will go to 110 and 120, I don't know, okay? Moving on. These assignments that I post weekly on Microsoft Teams, okay? So every week I will be posting assignments. These assignments are not mandatory because remember, we are not giving you fourth quarter grades. These assignments are not mandatory, but I do encourage you to work on them because these assignments give you extra credit points, okay? And if you're my students who have 4.0, by doing the work and giving that extra credit, now instead of having 4.0, you probably might have a 4.2, 4.5, I don't know, okay? Moving on. I have some students who have been asking me, how can I make up assignments for third quarter? Okay, for the remaining 6 weeks of school that we have left, you have the opportunity to make up any assignments that you didn't do in third quarter, or actually not any assignments. It's up to the teacher, so up to your teachers what assignments they're willing to give you to make up. And this absolutely makes sense because your teacher does not want to be bombarded with a ton of assignments, okay? So anyways, for our class, if you want to make up any of your third quarter assignments, you are welcome to make up your Unit 3 essay. So the essay that we worked on right before the school was closed, okay? You can work on your Unit 3 essay, and that is located on Microsoft Teams under assignments. Be sure, you guys, that you do the right one. So I'm going to show you guys. When you go onto Teams, so if you're my first period, you go into first period. Up here where it says assignments, you're going to click on assignments. And then you should see, so once this loads, you should see it. You should see the correct assignment to make up your essay. Do not complete an essay for first quarter, second quarter. That's not going to help you at all, okay? So if you take a look here, it says right here, quarter 3 makeup assignment. This is the one that you will be doing, okay? So if you want to make up your essay in third quarter, this is the one that you will be doing. Click on it. It gives you very specific instructions on what to do. So you won't see. Well, this is just my view. It's not your view. Your view will be obviously a little bit different. But okay, back over here. If you want to make up your grades for third quarter, again, you can work on your essay or you can work on you can retake your test, your post-assessment. And remember what I said, you can only retake the assessment by appointment, right? So you won't be able to access the test anywhere at all unless you set up an appointment with me. I send you the link right away, okay? So you can only be taken by appointment, all right? So that's all that I want to share with you guys. I'm going to move on to the next thing. So the next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is Whew, I'm about to sneeze. This week, okay? So this week we are right here. In the last 2 weeks, I've been posting assignments about biodiversity. I've been posting assignments about what are humans doing in the Andes Mountain that is affecting biodiversity. Some of you have been coming on consistently every week and you've been doing really good, so you know exactly what's going on. Some of you, if this is your first week logging on, you're going to be a little bit confused, okay? But anyways, this week, we are going to continue looking at human activities that are affecting biodiversity and the Andes Mountain. Last week, we looked at hunting of the chinchillas and mining for minerals. But this week, we're going to look at building roads and agriculture. So these are the next two activities that we are going to be looking at. I'm going to post up activity 3 tomorrow, activity 4 on Wednesday, and then on Thursday, you will fill in your table, the assignment, okay? So let me go on to Teams to show you guys what you were supposed to be doing last week. So last week, I post this up right here. I post up the first 2 human activities. Your job is to read it. Once you've read them, right here it says assignments, right? Because it tells you here, read each of the short articles, go into assignments to complete the diagram. You click here, you go into the assignments, shows you right there, view assignment. Da-da-da. It opens up the assignment. This is my view, so it'll look a little bit different, you guys, but I'm gonna click on Andrew's. This is from first period because Andrew, he did his, so I'm gonna click on Andrew's. So you'll see a table that looks like this. So Andrew did a good job. There are 8 rows. Okay, you don't need to fill in all 8 rows. Notice how Andrew only filled out the first 2 rows, and he did it correctly because I've only shared 2 activities. So he wrote about the first human activity, and he explained to me how it's changing the Andes ecosystem. And then here is the second human activity, and he's also explaining to me how it's changing the Andes ecosystem. Okay, so since... Excuse that loud noise. Okay, so this week I'm going to share the third human activity, which is going to be on building roads. So this week Andrew is going to come back on after reading the articles. He's going to go back in here and he's going to type in for human action number 3. He's going to type in building roads, and then he's going to explain to me how is this activity changing the Andes ecosystem, right? And then the fourth activity is on agriculture. So right here in row 4. Andrew is going to type in agriculture, and he's going to explain here in the third column how is agriculture changing the Andes ecosystem. Okay, so every week you'll be coming in here every time I share a human activity, and you'll be filling in the table. Okay, so by the end of by the end of May, you would have the entire thing filled in, and you just submit it, and then I'm going to give you your points. Okay, so that is all we've been doing. I think I've covered everything. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, shoot me a text, whatever works for you. Okay, here are just the 2 activities we talked about last week. Okay, so hunting of single species. Right now humans are hunting for chinchillas, which are just small rodents in the Andes Mountain. They're hunting these chinchillas for the fur because the fur makes coats and hats, and so they're doing that. And as they are killing these chinchillas, killing off their population, it's harming the Andes ecosystem. It's harming the entire ecosystem because chinchillas, they provide food. They're a food source for the foxes and birds. Okay, so no chinchilla, meaning that it's going to hurt the population of fox and birds. All right, and then the next human activity we talked about last week was mining. Mining is just pretty much trying to find minerals such as gold, silver, coal, oil, and natural gas, iron, blah, 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 all of these here. Okay, so they're doing that. They're using explosive devices to blow up the ground to try to extract these things. And so as they're doing this, they're spraying chemicals and it's hurting the environment. Okay, so that's a lot of talking. So I'm going to end the video now, you guys. If you need to rewatch it, go back and rewatch it.